I'll be sharing with you some of my highlights from the Lionel 2020 Volume 1 catalog. So let's get to it. Alright, of course, one of the first things that I saw that caught my interest was one of the Vision Line GS locomotives. This one being the GS1. I don't know why, but this one looked a little better than the rest to me because it was without the streamlining. Just the industrial look of it, and maybe it's something about all the add-on detail and being able to see everything, but it's just an extraordinary engine. It's amazing. I really don't have any other words. And then throw on a Vandy tender and there you go. It's really quite amazing. Unfortunately, it's a little bit out of my price range by about $2,000. So probably not one that I'll be getting anytime soon. Anyways, the next thing I got excited about, and this is probably one of the things that I will buy in this catalog, is the Chessie Steam Special Auxiliary Water Tender. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a Chessie Steam Special scale engine and tender, and then the semi-scale coaches. Now, I thought that nobody had ever made them before, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first time that it's actually been done in O scale. So, $349, I think I could handle that. So, hopefully this will be something to come to the railroad. And of course, more Vision Line stuff coming up. Another one of the things I got excited about were these reefers. Now, I always liked these reefers, even going back into the old catalogs, they had them and they were really nice looking cars. But they've done the Santa Fe and they've done the PFE cars plenty of times before, so if I were to get any, which I probably won't, unfortunately, I'd probably get the Pensy or the MDT. The next thing in the catalog, for me, worth noting, are the T1s. Now, I already have a T1, but it's a T1, and these are more T1s, and you can never have enough T1s. Just look at that ramble scheme. It's awesome. One of the next things I got excited about was this. More DL&W stuff. Now, for those of you who don't know, I do a chassis system and a Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western based railroad, essentially. So, these are something I got pretty excited about. I've always liked E units for something, maybe the Bulldog nose and the longer car bodies. They always seem like just gorgeous units. There's something I might have to consider getting if I get the funds. Now, the next thing is right on the next page. No shocker there, it's a Fairbanks Morse. For those of you who haven't watched my Trainmaster review, I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of a sucker for just about anything FM. Just something about the style. They're beautiful engines, and they could pull a crap ton. So, again, Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Trainmaster. I have the Williams by Bachmann one, and it's not the most prototypical thing in the world, but it's mine and I love it, I guess. So, if and only if I have enough funds, this might be one that I get. SD40s, those always prove to be popular. I like the Central Jersey one. That one's pretty nice looking. Along with the, if this decides it wants to work. There we go. CNO1. I thought those were basically my highlights for this page. Now, moving forwards, sets. I really, really, really like this Boston and Maine set. the coach cars, the milk car, and the E-unit, they're just beautiful. If I were to get any of these sets, I would definitely have to get this one. It's just gorgeous. What could I say? Alright, and let's see. Right here. No. Again, Fairbanks Morse, but that's not really what I was going to concentrate on. This Central Jersey Red Baron set. I like the engine, I like the hopper, I like the flat car, and I like the caboose. The box cars seem a little bit toyish to me, but it's just a pretty set. The C&J Red Baron SD40, it's just beautiful. So this is next up on the sets list for possibles. And freight cars. There we go. Alright. If I were to get any of these cars, it'd probably be the DT&I Ford one. I've been thinking about putting a transfer load facility, and this might be able to apply to that. So that, and I don't have any flat cars that aren't specialized. So this is a really nice car, and it's something I'm considering maybe getting, but probably not. I'm not really sure. Whatever happens, happens, I guess. But another thing that I more than likely would be getting is these blue coal Reading hoppers. They're really neat. I mean, blue coal, Pennsylvania railroads, not Pennsylvania Railroad as in the one thing, multiple Pennsylvania railroads in Pennsylvania, and the New York, Ontario, and Western OW hopper cars. So those are the ones I'd consider getting on this page. Now, moving on, we're going to get into the toy trains, essentially. Now, here's just about my one highlight from this section of the catalog. Baldwin 26. Incredibly inaccurate. I'm just going to say that. But at least they did it. It's never been done before, and hopefully this is a hint at maybe something that might come out in the future of a scale 26. It'd be nice, but who knows with Lionel. One other thing is the 080s. Now, for those of you who know, I have a Strasbourg 475 080, and it's a great engine, and I don't have any switchers, essentially. So this Reading one is a possibility. I believe these are scale because the 475 is scale and these are essentially the same tooling. So the Reading one, I believe, is scale, along with all the others. Now, is there anything else? No, not really. So I think that'll be just about it for this catalog. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll be seeing some of the stuff that I pointed out in this catalog on the railroad soon. But for now, this is DLNW 664 Productions, signing off.